just connected my trash cans to the internet. That's connecting trash cans to the internet, to Home Assistant, and being able to monitor. These goats have been a pain in the fence. Isn't that right? They've been getting out. I've been fighting with them for a month now. They just keep getting out, and finally figured out where they're getting out. Hey Prince, what you doing there, bud? They've been diving underneath the fence here, and I've had to put cordwood there to get them so that they don't go under the fence. Figured out how to get the electric fence to hold them. Had to double the electric fence, 2 layers to make it look thicker, so they quit jumping through it. And there's like so many wires, because she'd jump through it and then she'd follow, and this little dude, he'd just sit and scream. Isn't that right, Prince? But had to desperately get him out of here because we ran out of goat feed. Goat feed we keep in these containers. And so this one's chicken feed. Right, and it gets low. I've got it marked so we know how much is going on. So I've got 40 pounds left. But there's got to be a better way. We just refilled this because we had to make a special trip. But I'm going to fix this. I'm going to set these up just like my dog food. And they think I'm here to feed them. What's up, guys? You guys ready to be fed? The dog food feeder has been a pain because the birds will come. So I fixed it. I put a ESP8266, which is the computer boards for the home automation, smart home plugs and stuff like that. It's one of the boards that they use with that. And I put that in with a little ultrasonic range detector, and it sees down. Basically uses sound to measure distance. It's like the backup beeper. It's the same technology as that, just a different form. And it measures the distance using sound down to the dog food level, and I can see how full this is. So this is getting pretty empty, and we can see what that looks like. Yes, you've been eating my dog food, haven't you? Yes, crazy turkey. The dog feeder measures up like this on a graph, so I can watch how full it is on the computer. And I'm going to work next on, when it hits the yellow, automatically add to our grocery shopping list. A little bit of automation. This is in Home Assistant. The little computer board was running ESP Home, and I've got the next one set up, testing. It works. So this is another one of the ESP boards, and I've got 3 range sensors on it, so I can connect this up to 3 of the food containers, and I'll have a bunch of graphs. I know exactly how full the food is. And what that will look like is this. So I've got the sensor on a little mount. So here's the little wooden mount. When you buy a 10-pack, sometimes they'll come with laser cut plexiglass. So I made just a wooden version of it, and I made enough stock so I can make several of them. I've got more over here, so I can make a bunch of these little guys, and I can monitor the feed. Got a hole right here that the wire can go through, and then I'll caulk that back up. But this is going to be some magic. Big old mess of wires going into the little computer board, and we have values on the screen. So we got the raw value in meters, that is the units measuring. Convert that to inches, because that's what I think in, and then a percentage. Percentage values are all wrong because I haven't calibrated it yet. But once I install these into a can, then I'll be able to calibrate the height to the bottom of the can, and then these values will scale, and then I know percentage-wise. Listen, lady, you do your thing. I'm gonna do mine, okay? No more of the Oh. So your friends have been here, cleaned out the workspace so I can set everything up. Plug the solar generator into a solar panel so it's charging now. Well, it's getting pretty low. The temporary panel just out here on the side. We'll get a better panel up on the roof. So now to wire this all up. And here we go. Sensors full, not full, and completely empty. So I'm going to use this one to calibrate the full state. Those come back to this little computer board here, which I'm going to have to hang up in the ceiling somewhere. Got some power, so you can see we've gained some power on the solar, and we'll have our feed monitored and computerized. And I've just connected my trash cans to the internet. Here we have the sensors as they're coming in, uncalibrated. We've got the empty one measuring at 26.6 inches or 0.68 meters. The mostly empty one, 23 inches. Looks like there's only three inches out in it. Sounds about right. Obviously, yeah, it's not at 24% full. It's closer to 33. Yeah, about 25% actually is pretty close. So we're not far off for calculation. And then the third sensor, the one that was completely full, is measuring pretty short. But we can pull this value of 0.68 and use that as our depth value. So this is a configuration code that we use. So you can see I've got, what it's called. I've got my feeder height, which is reporting just a little bit taller than what it really is. If we type in 0.68, we can see that we've got the values, right? I'm having it refresh every 600 seconds. That should be every 10 minutes. And it just refreshed because that's most helpful computer. 0.68. Just running the code, you can see the different code going on, the different pins for the different sections, and then the math I'm doing to convert it to inches, and then convert it to percentage full, right? So I can save this, and then what I like about this tool is I can click install, and I can update it wirelessly, so I don't even have to go out, plug anything in. Just right over the, I'd say internet, but the Wi-Fi, right over the local network, it will try to compile and upload, and we can make adjustments. So it's pretty easy once it's set up. I don't actually have to do any programming, I'm just configuring. Although with the templates, there's a little bit of programming with the templates to be able to do the unit conversions from meters to inches and percentage and stuff like that. And then this can't connect to ESP Home API. That's expected. They're just connected, and here's basically everything that's running. It's showing me what sensors I've got set up and all that. And then we can see that I'm connected to Home Assistant, so I'm going to start getting values here in a moment. If we switch back over to settings, I can see I've got values. Percentage, right? That's down to 0% roughly. Now this one went from 25% to 16%. That sounds about right. And then 91%, because it's pretty close to full. So this is better numbers. And the next thing we can do is we can make a dashboard. So I'm gonna go ESP Home dashboard. Nope. Which dashboard do I want? I want my ESP Home dashboard, right? I want to go to feeders. So dog feeder is pretty low, but I can add a dashboard. I can add a card by entity. Yeah, actually, just grab this card. Actually, hang on a second. Let me do some work. We want to click edit, show code editor, copy this, cancel this. Now we want to add a card. Just going to add a random one, show code editor, select all, paste, show visual editor. I want to change this to goat feeder ultrasonic sensor. Ultrasonic goat feeder ultrasonic sensor percentage. So this is number 2. So I believe this is the chicken layer feed. Click save. Oh no, that's the empty one. So click edit. This is the all flock. And click save. And then I'm going to add another card. Just grab one at random. Show code editor. Select all, delete, paste. So show visual editor. Delete this one out. Go to another ultrasonic. Sensor 2, ultrasonic sensor 3 percentage. We're going to guess that this is the chicken layer feed. Click save. You get an idea how quick this is. So that's 91%. So that is not the chicken layer. This is the goat feed. Gonna get this wrong every single time, aren't I? And then I'm going to add another card. Click this, show editor. Just paste this in. Save. Edit. Close this ultrasound. Ultrasonic. But we want dog food. Yeah, that's the one, right? Well, I wanted the percentage one. Percentage is sensor 2. That's dog food monitor. Goat feed monitor, sensor 2, percentage. Can I just do percentage? Will it find it well for me? No. Nope. Which one is it? We'll call it 3, and we'll see what this says. Save. Oops, the same one. Found it. It's this one, and this is the chicken scratch or chicken layer feed. And we're going to click save, and done. And now I see that my dog food is getting really low. I need to get more dog food. All flock is empty currently, which is fine. goat feed we just refilled, so that is full, and then the later feed is getting to the point where I need to get more. That's connecting trash cans to the internet, to Home Assistant, and being able to monitor. My next steps are when we get into the yellow. I can configure the yellow differently for every feeder if I want, and having it automatically add to my shopping list so I know. That's my next step. We'll figure that out. That's something I've done yet, but we'll work on it later, much later. If there's a video on how to do it, I'll link to it here.